your soul affirming partner. Is it more so now, 28 years, as opposed to earlier years? Does it just keep getting better, or it's more seasoned?
It's all of that, you know. I mean, and this is what I try to tell young people. It's you know, marriage is hard, and raising a family together is a hard thing. It takes a toll. But if you're with the person, if you know why you were with them, you know, you understand that there was a friendship and a foundation there. It may feel like it goes away during some of those hard times, but it's something that we always come back to. And we're coming back to that point where we see each other again, you know, because some of the hardest times in our lives, we just escaped it. We survived it. You know, we went through a tough time. We did some hard things together. And now we're out on the other end, and I can look at him and I still recognize my husband. He's still the man that I fell in love with, who I value and I respect and I trust. He's been an amazing father through so much. He has shown up well in the world, and he has been who he promised he would be to me. And so that has been tested over 28 years, you know. So what I tell young couples is that you gotta hang in there. You know, you can't quit the minute it gets hard, because this thing of living life and building a life together is a naturally hard thing to do. So you can't quit when it's hard, because then you'll miss the good part. And I do joke, you know, and some people hate when I say this, but if you live long enough to be married for 40 years, 50 years, which is what we're working towards, if you get to a point where eight of those years are bad, 10 of those years are bad, wouldn't you take those odds? You know? But that's what marriage is. You can have chunks of hard, bad times. And if that's how you define your marriage, by just the hard times, then you'll miss the truth of what's really there.
So you were so open in becoming when you talked about it. It was like, oh, they went to therapy. And therapy really was an eye-opener for you and for him.
Well, we all need to reflect. And it's very hard to do it in a marriage with the person you're trying to work on. Sometimes you need an objective person to just hear you out. You know, you may not be right. You may just want to get it out. And have him sitting there listening to you get it out. Sometimes that helps. It's like, I don't know.
What did it teach you about yourself?
I talked about this. It taught me that I am responsible for my own happiness, that I didn't marry Barack for him to make me happy. No one can make me happy, you know? So my disappointments were about what I thought he should be doing for me, giving to me, when I hadn't really done the work to figure out what did I want and how do I go after what I want on my own. You know, if I'm gonna show up equal in this partnership, I have to be able to make myself happy. And so I had to stop focusing on what he wasn't doing and start thinking about how to carve out the life that I wanted for myself, with or without Barack. And the more I did that, the more I succeeded in defining myself for myself, the better I was in my partnership.
And isn't that